The U.S. international contract, liquidated damages. The liquidated damages are damages whose amount the parties designate during the formation of a contract for the injured party to collect as compensation upon a specific breach in the contract terms and conditions. In the common law system, the liquidated damages should meet some of the categories. Number one is it should not be a penalty, and number two, the liquidated damages should be hard to be estimated, and number three, it should not be it should be reasonably estimated, so it should be fair. One of the famous cases is like Paciocco versus A&G banks. The court sentenced that the credit card late fees charged by the Australian and New Zealand banking group Limited are penalties or otherwise unconscionable or unfair under relevant legislations. It shows that one should make a reasonable calculation in stipulating a liquidated damages clause in the contracts. The UCC Article 2-718 says as this: the damages for breach by either party may be liquidated in the agreement, but only at an amount which is reasonable in the light of the anticipated or actual harm caused by the breach, the difficulties of probable loss, and the inconvenience or unfeasibility of otherwise obtaining an adequate remedy. A term fixing unreasonably large liquidated damages is void as a penalty. The one of the famous liquidated damages case in California is class action against Sprint. The court says that early termination fees were unlawful under Section 1671 subdivision D. But on this case, the court sentenced that there was some unfairness, but nobody get any monetary reward from the case. In French, the judges started to make regulation on the high amount of liquidated damages based on the Article 1152 of French Civil Code. It says, le contrat ne peut déroger à l'ordre public. It's about that the contract should not be delegate from the public order. The German law, there is no clear regulation, but it's something like this. Hat bei der Entstehung des Schadens ein Beschäden des Beschädigten mitgewirkt, so hängt die Verpflichtung zum Ersatz sowie der Umfang des zu leistenden Ersatzes von den Umständen insbesondere davon ab, inwieweit der Schaden von Vorwiegendes von dem einen oder dem anderen Teil verursacht worden ist. And the translation of this, the Article 254 of German Civil Code is, where fault on the part of the injured person contribute to the occurrence of damages, vary in the damages as well as to the extent of compensation to be paid depending on the circumstances. In particular, to what extent the damage is caused is mainly by one or to the other party. Unlike the French code and German code, the Korean civil code has clear sentence on the liquidated damages. It's like this. 제398조 배상액의 예정. 당사자는 채무불이행에 관한 손해배상액을 예정할 수 있다. 2. 제2항 손해배상액의 예정하기 부당히 가다한 경우에는 법원은 적당히 감액할 수 있다. The parties may agree on the amount of the liquidated damages with respect to the failure to perform the obligations. In such case, the court may increase or decrease the amount. But in Chinese law, there was some civil law analysis, and it says some clause, something like this. 当事人约定的未业金超生损失的30%的一份可以认证为合同法第114条第2款规定的过本高干抽成的 soon see. So this is not a civil code, but this is like a understanding analysis, understanding on the civil code, and it's like it can be the legal source. And the explanation of this is if the liquidated damages agreed by the parties exceed like 30% of the total loss, it can be generally be regarded as the second paragraph of Article 114 of the contract law, and it's excessively higher than the damage actually caused. So the damage should be reduced to the extent. The German civil code has a very similar clause as this. It's like 다이온하쿠조 当事者は債務の不履行について損害の額を予定することができる. And the translation of this article on the Japanese civil code is the party may agree on the amount of the liquidated damages with respect to the failure to perform the obligations. In such case, the court may increase or decrease the amount thereof. This article is pretty similar with that of Korean civil code. Okay, this is like we had a brief summary on the liquidated damages in different jurisdictions. If you have any interest on the international contract law, please do not forget to click like button, subscribe button, and bell button. Thanks for watching. Bye. Take care.